Kakare afoye mateka dada amore in maitika neno Lakwed TV di chieng menero matin. Nya Stephen Palaring atiyo ki radio patches. Radio patches kachel gi Lakwed atiga tich kachel menene mon oloto wanywa ko lok moko mapigitego. Mano kwako region mameko machalo wachimona chuli. Chi inir matin ni studio me Lakwed TV amera 4 director mateka dada adiben ame ayopo nywako tame eni studio watige RDC mi Omoro a district menu la dit Andro nyok utiyo doktit makeni keni atirane lobo Uganda ne eni mapat ke bero RDC mi Omoro nene chono tiyo machalo RDC mi Agago utiyo bene ministry mi ICT machalo communication officer che idicheng menir matin eni wabinyako jema pegitego ami achiel wamiro wanen kit mapate matiloji pat NRM okaro kere kui yo more romala mala dida eron tian lokani mono opposition dong mono pege ya chuli ke chinening pien kay neno kita candidate papat NRM Andrew Joko Lanya okaro kere kui romala mal ki pasena e Pierre Boru ya bich kulo e kum luchu maromo abichiel mago beru tieni ginu kene ma wabeneno ene wamete wagudi kit ma waramo gwako kwere ka ber murumu wa lokum environment tongo yen futika mete mateka dada ya choli yen mogo chale wachi mono bayo ya machuer chunya loene ene noni mono kimiyo kila kien gang botwa ka ene chiling aliba biji kito tian yen ento maka ka ngolo laka nam maka gutia chiel gichar wel michiling alib mia chiel piara bit mero ka chero laka nam kuja genu kene ma wabi guru ene lokum ngom ya choli may noni mono dano tiga chato ngom mateka dada dong icha machelo kitman we kami kar kila dit diji we mot in may tika neno Lakwed TV la dit diji una dong ba dike mapanini foy mateka dada nendari community maulil mabe
afoyo matek mera palareng ma neno dojo winyo jema bejo meti atimune radio passes foyo umera ma ti studio kan bene kibena foyo unlwak weng mauti ka winyo lok matie ka wat kichama kombetini an nya ket mai wajo kene nya giluono Nyok Andrew atie resident district commissioner mi Omoro district.
Foy matek la dit DJ wa mero wachare atirane kel mi Omor ber matek adada atirane karman mi queeni donc amita mi la penye ne bore neno kit machalo wache candidate ma meku mi NRM o Jok Andrew Lanya uno kui maromo aliba para ngwen la lup kore uno kui aliba chel queeni eno ne kay neno kit manuti kwede NRM o kare romala mala dada weko da mi la penye ne opposition mano ti ya chuli ke tinening
mi achiel
ngoma wonda ko timo maparo weko romme kato kui uberu la mala dada kay por kar mano bena the late speaker no tie
me achiel la mero kwanyo kar man me foyo lwak me Omoro county ma yeo beru tiye kibe na chwalo kumu mandito twal furi pe rwenyo la tela wanwa madit la tela mando dong ti level mena madek Uganda speaker the late right honorable Jacob Ulanya ichake ni udwe piario midwe madek ma wano report me rem chwin to twal ni kwa ba meko rwenyo kiyo Ariat Seattle in USA jem na po beru yod borwa Omoro piano karno kelo kemo kelo kuma pat machalo moro waribo chingwa mene ne pe waberu kicharo e kar mandong no pego por komeno na office ma mega sala office para RDC maneno locom security waneno kiwang matut ni akemo pe omiro betie madok weko wameru chan ka dong si jo moro chole sub region ki Uganda wengi oribo chingi maber twale lok me pego ni po beru yot ki Omoro dong pepe chwa lokar mapol lok machiero lok me election by election ken motum kwede by election success motime by election force totally party pa NRM organization ki mobilization pa NRM ubero level malamal makai bero kanane jo mukete me chu me bino e by election ne preparation ke organization ke mobilization get zero. In fact, je magano no machalo percent me kui magano no ni. That is exactly what they have on the ground. So machalo jo Omoro iwayom ni wakero position or notice ni Omoro tie mission impossible, Omoro is impenetrable. And then here in a beneka ina from a logical point of view, ye no berochalo tugu dilu ma kake tika tugu Manchester tika tugu ke Arsenal wakda po ke me European football maginar maro wasing kala tugu me Arsenal no awano ki dok tugu pedok ki kwanyo la tugu mo ki Manchester yene ko bien ko bet substitutes petime ko meno so dano ma warwenyo ni no tila tugu ma tek pa NRM level me national vice chairperson is a flag bearer pa no tiek dok teach chu party masala NRM mobilization ke organization amegi uyeni the chan by the late Jacob Lanya honorable now o Jock Andrew Lanya and I ko mak ben there pa NRM party gen moti menu now you pen me opposition mago sa ko bino meneno oppositions, they have not helped people in actually. I have to be very honest. I've been following the multi-party political dispensation. In fact, opposition. Opposition, football actually. No, pokonyo, because in a multi-party dispensation system, gin makitima yeni kaki bolo kui. Kinero percentage mi kui kin makiloyo kui kere kadong government sao come up with a projects new program me nerne ki chwalo don lobo no. Now one thing madano we will pick nero ki critical ena yeni kai nero wa in 1996 karchama Museveni go shungen ki semugeregi. That's the typical example I always cite. Now, kayini neno look when babe inoni semugere gi ubino kan ki volo actually because we are emotion ket malonyo balo lwen 1986 ubalo government manoti sing titu kelo kede si wa ye lok mo position no very fast sino kwiki kan ki onyo against the government in power Chika onyo kuya again the government in powers kadongi dok kama semugera ye busiro ki komene inoni semugero por kuyo area mamegi what does this one mean tian lokeni area kama ki bole kuyema be chalo mek gang pa semugere gi nyoy gang pa kija beze gi be noni gamente nero kunu pen percentage make bolo kuyeti la maladada don lo weng dong chalo kunu ero ke bini ya chole kan inoni qui ki bola against the government manjuri don lobo moy Canada bo bino mamir ki chwalme rewarding qui keta ki bolo kwere bero don peke bodwa tactically ke neno ineno waje jo magiti opposition leader magiti dor pat kujane gibino birwa wano bolo mege YP ato no mege bolo pan so in the hand of the development kado herma government sa running inoni rukungire no NRM lo ku level mala mal kana kija bezi yae that way inoni kija bezi ngwaje tama up to his house e chero ibugana region opposition mo mana go kate kuno. I was citing example pa Samugere. Inone ki kuno ki bolo ki men level malamat. Don lo chero gangi kuno pen jo magango ko armino ki kuyo. Eto ki kanyo udongo pin. That's the reason I'm saying ne opposition karibero konyo some of the talking point informing government to nano gaf momier ke meri. And to practically po konyo what trial so this time round yeah yom ka ni actually they are coming up ke kui makibolo in the last election generally percentage magamente I mean me pata NRM no from actually is higher and one example specifically is that of Omoro NRM candidate ogo on a level more ma lost in the benefit to petition the result you will be actually petitioning your intellectual capacity
kakare la pin mana miro mini la dir DJ e Omoro County and qui mafuru karakarne dano mauchone me bolo qui o berlo bol qui ali piara de qui aboro ente noni mono jumago cergo participating bolo qui o bero dano ali ba para bero manyuta dano ali piara riwi achel pego cergo bolo qui kanoni mono low voters turn up bet pege inano watching mono foot candidate une ramo karo kidong mi ario kit makumbete eni dong luak magitio mor go miyo kuilo muko gi pat NRM pa ko mo kene matio mor ne dobo o ya gikene loko mor to rotte kene loko la logi el center me lokone me dugu e government hospital manoke gen ye dano erno butwere ke tinening
Apoya, I'm responding fast. Low voter turn up. I cannot say any there was low voter turn up. Simple logic. By election, ticket tendency more per what general election. Number one, in the by election, there was nothing like public holidays. And most of the voters, no more, they are like in 38,000, no more county, 38,000. Now, all these 38,000, some of them tear in schools for now because school is on. Some of them teach in other districts. They cannot get a special holidays to come and vote. And then Queen Ikotime Karama Fu. So Dano Tio Katata. But the 17,000, Dano Aliwapa, we are bare mobile Queen. That's a very big percentage. Entropy any peke declaring public holidays, Kangaratia is Kampala, Kangaratia is Masindi, Kangaratia is Karawa Kedgum, Karawa Noya, Paramo Bione Binoki Lock me by election in it. My very narrow Nesane. Karme campaign of Berfon in 9 days to say. So, Lokmelo voter turnout is not tenable, but the 17,000 out of that one is a very big turnout. But the gaps between Kuima or Andrew Jokolanono, one comment on Oyama within the range of 12,000. But the young boy poll up to 14,000 plus. And then Ngadmolo Bukore, and the Noob Party, Toilet Simon Akeza, about 1,400. And that is exactly the number of people Matiana Nupi Omoro, to be specific, because Nup Pege Omoro. In fact, I want even to maintain a stand, this Nup party and Monema Winiki Gama from the grave yet of political party, Pege in northern Uganda to say. So that Kuima Makinoni, in fact, Akenya was actually Uberokashun Karmo Karangezana FDC. Now crossing Pakeda Meserokashun Anna NRM, I mean Anna Noob, it was a blessing in this guy for a job.
Manyutni mono Omoro party Noob pete Omoro. Ekeno position parties mati Uganda ni ene party mane nana way lubuko NRM. Boto Omoro Kenyo.
I think
Madong oli nano tomatoma.
I think wakati madano logo and I work with any FDC yam was there, but FDC don't karma confusion oberti ma mugisa mundu faction o forming and karma ke kwano the activists kija message from it because kija message is more of an activist. Kikelo dong this Patrick Amoriat who was actually a barefooted candidate in the last presidential election. So generally, even FDC is actually heading down. DP, that one now, I don't even want to comment because DP, the President General, DP is a very vocal, respectable man of high intellects. My brother, President General Norbert Mao, is a very clever person. But then now the support, Hannah, him, DP now, those are now the traditional parties. Ma Nancy don't pay with the current trend.
Iwala ni mono ki bolo kui yo moro ki NRM lumoko. Iba election and yemi chulo vuni. Adukine obonen borloare. Pian kombete ni ti wachi mono ki miyo kui ki NRM. What do we achieve in returns?
Malupe ki beropa joint council meeting mauti me yu Omoro ikarema kitieka process me yu kula dit the late right honorable speaker Jacob Ulanya. The joint council made a memorandum and this memorandum has been forwarded for policy consideration. Meaning there are certain gaps you more make feeling. Among those gaps make mere feeling you to try yene. Ginma even me myself I will stand to fight for to lobby for. And at the tarmacking of Moroto Road, right from Gulu up to Raskoko, we could joining the tarmacking marketika kelne from Range Kunye, Apaz, Lira, Acholibu Road. That one kaketimu, then the connection me kwanyu guru kanyu tamak mechere Moroto. If that is done, I think then NRM will actually be the best political party in this country because infrastructure machalo guruni can help us in a lot of way. Makawatia local agriculture, transportation, inoni jemene mieta total minanene wakera loka. So economic transformation cannot take place without those infrastructural development.
Amiti mone guri atirane madari lokum oriat la logi el center ya pian enoni tiken jemu kene magikat kwere dak pero man nono dano chachi logi Omoro.
La Logi El Center 4, the catchment area is wider because tika konyo, first of all, lutuoma aki pade, lutuoma aki kole, lutuoma aki even there are site of Lira. So in fact, it is overwhelmed. Man Newtony, one of the appeal, dong berno the leros akotiski and the elevation of La Logi El Center 4 to a district hospital where ko bed matiki capacity me serving those neighboring district malutuo aki yeme bino ye because the area mati located yene it has become a strategic catchment center me gamulutuo from Pade, gamulutuo from Kole, gamulutuo from Uyam, those other areas, not Kole actually, from Uyam and other part of Lira. So that one bene is one of the thing makikarinde memorandum mat la didlo nitigi ye me wachiro walogo kila ditlo biraketura one-on-one, the issue of elevation of La Logi L Center 4 to a district hospital, and then elevation of Bovi L Center 3 to L Center 4, then elevation of Odek L Center 3 to L Center 4. Those are one of the top priorities. Minanene utime in this tenor, the new elected honorable Ojok Andrew Lanya mawangeni tiki capacity because at each level there is no single ministry, there's no single department, there's no single agency knocking doors here to follow up on this development. See, the door will be closed for him. Of all these other candidates, we have been telling people kikin jo mati amir shun ngarama following up on where development mola no tika pushing over here ma part ki wore is not there. So we feel together with him and the other leaders, salute the Honorable Woman Member of Parliament, Karel Namwaka, together we can push and see the German Otime in this tenor here in the office.
Kakare foi matek in maitika neno Lakwed TV nya palaring studio watigi RDC mi Omoro meno la diet Andrew Nyok ya tiga nywak ne kwetwa wachaka watira ne ki kui mafuru kara ne ya kiet mapate NRM karo kwere kui mala deda nyurni opposition manoti ya chuli akechinining ikui mabino ni dobo bernining ikui me magali bario ke piara riwa bichel wekwa don ilok mokene la diet direne kini ano dua beach medua ma abichel maka ki maka ni ano dua nene ni ano dua ma pera teka deda ni ano may no mono wilobo agi kwero gen makilwani World Environment Day ni ano mawiwa pope kaber murumuwa chika ineno kit ma duang pa kaberi ya chuli yeri mogu chalo wachi bayo timagiton ayagi timagiton ikok mateka deda injustice nyo jime madano tiga timone ikum kaber murumuwa tano marat loine lu rogay bedak tiga ton yen ka eni wamiro wanywak enonim nero mamigi ikum lokum environment waramo timone ning wagwako kaber murumuwa ning la DJ
Lok ma lo kom environment en mier bet pe wan no weng chake ki kom in malate dero o i kom in latela ma piny chiro kere wa malo. Loka mako lo kom environment loka pire tek mada piane environment kin ma wano kwere umir wati kwere umir weko dong kin ma wano kwere. Lok man ma chako kuberu wa kubeo tika rwenyo beo ni enu no yam tie ki kony ma tiu kere mi weko kot kubetie tiki kwa kony ma pat an ma pura donga ikar mano dangno maro wa kuru lok man me riemo jok nyore ma ywea ki ngogi ne inone ka ngat ma ki goya jae kome ka ringo dong mi chiro ka wa dong jok tere ne yol toy be nono gakate be o madit ene ki timur chika chole ki ngogi ne yene ko be ki tongo be ni what is going to happen ka ono ki put ki yeo jok ne matie boringo chiro kwene. So tongo beoni is a very bad thing because iguni weng tiki role man tuko ye environment lokamako lokom kot ke lokamako be wa one weng because ya kid maki shayan wajo kere ena yamu ma wano yuene aki ye ka watika tongo beo watika tongo adunu ma megwa ma wa yue kwerni ka watika tongo ya kong mi achiel ya ka itika tongo ne ini nono tika chwe odok mone mata ma chwe ki kom ya ni pige mone ni roma ki remo pa kware wa mayamu to ben ya ye ubero ka gwako joni loka mako loko mo ya ubera gwako joni loka mako loko fruit ben ya isa ko chamo nyige ya isa ko chamo wa mongo me ba are ki dunyu ki kware wa kumbe dong watika no ni ki ton ene dong be me maka ko wa bot luak ni wa shu wa ne ne pa ti me ben ka waton yao sidong jo ma diki ma ki nyolo ki ne ko nge ni yat ma ki lo ni ya na a ke kwene so loka mako lokom ya umir wachung ka chel machalo kaka minane ni ngeto mo ke ken ma ke binongo ne tika tongo ya ke ket chik mo ma ka mitte ne twe no ke buch ben ka tie umir ke twe ke buch yam chon ma wan wadon ya beno ludir wat wan ya mir we ko pot ken ke malo pe yire chire ya ke yire chire ya kono beno ngoma ti mai wai ne kere ke waji ya ka cho nyigene mo na ke wai ke chire len mo na bo beru pake do men ke wacho wane ngato ya lot kot rom goy ne ke kot pere ga chwe so no budang no tiki luoro with those sanction manyo mir wa dock into those cultural practice maka ino etia to ko ya kamir ne lor rom ko me mir ki jwat la bet pinyo mo romo petimo tim mano tiki ki tani ki sirani si ya ameta go amada ma lego luak mi actually no mir wa ne lok mi ya en mo ne mai ti wa ne ko ribe otie ko ria tie ana ne chalo ni don kirwa ni banga bakke pien yare ma wano no nga mo perro an pingo ya ti area mo ken pe area mo ken ti lok no bange pingo e area mo ken ya tu manyo no ngom men no ti rwata kwere era ke ke kwan ya ka ni chwal wa ke lo Buganda nyo chwal kana ya promote me ye utam na ya promote me be manyo ti ba mo we ko ngom me kwa mo ye ni ya ku dong ye dok ya no ripi mo ke ma polle pe ke bol dano ne ya dong tika peto kore ma duong ka dong tong ne tiege tong mo ken no maro ba yo per na po ber maro ma wano per yen mo ken ma ke per ne be ento yen ma ke per wa pol ki to roma gin ma ke wilo ki chente kwanyo eto gin na pe ke wilo ki chente pe ke yeni chene ko kwany
kakare la dit diji ke nyak kwetwa yele pa won machalo wachi mon office pa RDCs ilokum balo vua mai non mon tika bal ne mateka dani pian komberiti lokke kero ma pelare kano kon kero ne eno ni it kero ikit man me lwenye lokum environment kumbetene locks manoki to cherro Kampala ma pola ta won machalo office pa RDCs o dolo chingwo pa tika timo ke moge ken
dolo sing pere for example malupe ke chako tichama chako makisima mbero RDC no do pa we ario medo machel ma 2021 ki posting ana ya gago don na ya gago achako with the first work and effort mena nene kama kititongo ya iro twale area me adilang record is very clear ochero gor lo rok mana no geno duore dong tie di lum ke pa ngom mo chako lok metongo ya the record is very clear there was one day ni mo achele ken kama joane ti ye chero ka wango ori mano giro yubu make ship make nene waje kiti kam ketu neo wango neo wen ki maka mo wa destroying chok gotia hali achiel ki wiye ki make umu neo make umu matika wang chalo maka petrol ke mo diesel ngo wa chero wa wow gene wa kero jo ani no when we had to remove them from the bush a chero with the kijo ne ka ngat mati di lum ka wango yen wa ke kanyo ka wa no it is kere chala dui, and that was the first effort mati mo mateka dada ya gago. It is there recorded ntika maleng aya kar madong ki koba ni de perdek wa chiel mi do maboro ma en 2021 mi dugo yo mor kan ano practice lok mi wango yen nyo wango ya ken matere time ya gago ne pega yo mor kan. So lok mi wango yen nyo tutwale ya umir wa control pen kuberi wa tiki information ni steel industry mukane tie matiyo ki maka petiyo ki electricity. Now that is a danger. Pen ka onu yen ma watima harvesting ni wa cutting ki out into maka mitis kere for local arrangement mitero we will not finish po balo environment. Pen anange ya choli ka kitia ya poporo yen mir ki tongo nyoka pe ki tongo ber yen madongo ka ne ki moko ma tere ki tala koma ki talo yen no ne we ko tuho pe ko bal chame gini luone ya tie ikin category ma pe ki guru ya ber we ko chungu di porro pe ki talo tere pe ki tongo eto yen moko mano yam ki talo te gini ko tuho ki ngo gini ka en yen na ki tiga tongo ne mi ya porro aya ka ki nge tongo ne don ki wow ne ko dok maka. That one is not a problem, and that one will kill a big problem in environment. Ento ka dong iti kerne mi chwalne ka chatune iwel mala mal si environment tumo because pero tie bot jo mukene ma ke pemiro diskin nyoki wi me adam ne no ken mi lwen ki chan ki tamune ka chan do poro chat yen no ki porni mukene wa no cases ma ke charo yen no ki poro ko ngom, and yet relationship kin ngom ki yen in law ki treating in as one yat ngom when genuchungi kongomati fix on the land become part of the land. That one is a principle in law of land. Makiluone quick quid planta tu solo sedit. Guys googling that Latin word. When whatever is fixed on the land become part of the land. You cannot sell the land as a soil and then Yadmotu is not part of the land because they are attached to one another. They form part and parcel of the land. Ngati won ngom take a large area men ngom ginati te ngom ni ka chiel ki a space above that area timege. So any down taking it sensitization peti moromo in that area. See no ni kin pinyu kene jomo kano pa area mapol ucharo area mapol era wani mai charo ni icharo yat ki ken. But kai waje ki wajo ni icharo yat ki ken and yat gen ki ngom ti a chiel. It was becoming a problem like in some places wano jomo kano wano pa ngom gino pa yen ki ngom ken. Eto ki later on no dong yo choro la hone they will wangomo. And that became part of our mobilization. Okay, ngom and check what ni ngom ki yat gen tik yema chiel. Tielo no charungom me wela yot. And that was also helping us me mobilizing and sensitizing the community work package at ngom.
Gano kene ma amir nge beri wachine mono politics do donye lokum luen ape bale pa vuan wane NPN gitung chel machalo wachi mon office pa RDC nyo RCC utiga yele mateka dada ento machalo wachi government metadero local government la bole chalo wa migi Omoro nyo local government mo kene mati ya chuli ya gen no ni mono muchor madiet gen geno ke lokum a lox egene erone weko lwenye lokum bale pa vuan beru teka dada pian ka muchoro kumbetitika madira dada ma district beke meta mono go kata ke chiling madir pangi kete nano kwere anyway ko lwen beru yore pian district tika no muchor madir ke bor o bal vuani.
You see malope ki principle below ki taxation bene there are certain things mati illegal ka gina check pay ni kiti kwere peramo taxing. You cannot get money from an illegality. Because contract mati illegal ki wajineti void ab issue. Te lokane don't know bere petit contract ya shakne. No do peka you cannot discuss another thing madog mi rubin ki kom je mati torche kumano. Because kaki no ni and it is very clear ni tongo yat nyong wango maka is an illegal thing. See why do you put tax there? Roma salo in Palorenga para wa ni ka ngatomo tika accuse yin pero mini million a beach no mere chere go winyere lero eto yin pe goyo then that person cannot come to the enforcer pa government ni ami lo Palorenga selling million a beach ni o chero go we ben eto Palorenga samosia now pogo we ben. Now should I go in to enforce that one because it is illegal? So lok me chero ka enforcing ni bano ki kero taxation ni komgene but is that legal? Pretty legal. ten lok me wango maka tongo yen mugo machalo rare species chalo ya gini chalo be gini ini chako kato tax ye no ngoma TV. Those are things that should not be a taxable thing because it is actually illegal.
Kakare ladit DJ koy wache wakache RDCs mukene pe chingi kiremo ilokum chingi ponyo pe lokum maka ya chuli kaene.
No, that is a difficult question because Kilangarachiel actually they see the law when the law is like the Bibles. My Bible there are different sects moving from the Bible. There are those who are preaching Malobo Kiki area, Magenian Kwere. There are those who are misinterpreting. There are those who are applying in the wrong way. It depends on an individual because Machalo different RDCs, how you apply the law in your area, how you work, it can vary, but the common call is one. We are appointed to serve the central government as a representative of the president by extension in that district, and then you should serve the people according to what the laws requires of you. So, Kajo Mokanet, there are some individuals in Machalo Dana should not be taken as anything for the institution. So, for example, an RDC is acting and is also participating in Tonguyen logging and then selling Maka. That should not be interpreted again as all the RDC, that is their work and their mandate. It should be an individual responsibility.
Ya otama miki bot luak mi ya chuli atira ni malupe kilokum chato gware piane wachi ni mono ino ngermoni ucharo yeno manuti ngom ya chi wachi ni mono eno ni charo yen mati ngom eno pe charo ngom ya kidong bena tian yana chila ya chuli ka eni ki charo aliba beach ento maka ka chenen ke wow mado ngolo la kanam maka gutia chel ki charo Kampala e wel michiling alip mia chel le piara beach eno ne pange ngoma ini wajo ki lutua magiti ya chuli ka ene.
You see, it should be well can actually qualify and justify tongo maka. There is no amount of money. Qualifying, justifying First of all, tongo yat is destructive, is degrading our environment. That should be the case. It's not about how much money come from it. No. Okay. Yes. Tong because yen wa no kan wati gere yo because yen ne ikom yen wa no court. Ikom yen wa no yang wa yueni. So ikom yen wa no je mapol mama be padano be pa area murumwa. So konne welsi aneti romene konne welsi aneke wilo ma romene nyo kare ke miu no ko ngogene lok mo mier ki chunge ki kwe ka wa siel la jwas ana yene lok metongo yen mukana chalo yagi beogi ngogene ke kwero irrespective of sili hadi makinoge. That should be the position. Yes.
Genu kana mameti more guri ko enen kepa wa yiko kede ye lok me chuye vuli
yes.
Ya kije mukana.
I have been very passionate. I have been very passionate about that, Penny. Ka ini neno. Mi achel anwanga pola penyo wiya ni chake. Ma pinchake ma kwaro wa beri ngom kany. Personally, nen chalo ka kewa ki peny dan ma ki kwae kum kani. Iromo nyurla kwene ma kwaro ni mea dek. Ya ngech ki riye. Inoni peke. So, modern practice madong wadonyo ki ye madong. There are some grave marking yubu madong carry bed maka 100 or 300 years. No footier the way it is. I think there is need for parliament. I am appealing on this parliament policy. Then you appreciate there's nothing like coffin, there's nothing like what? Covering in with a kind of cloth. When you butcher penki bunmera ke roko dane and a kano communion then that is the best way of where ngom doki kom ngom. So that the soil continue living because ngom a living heart now kayindi kelo tile kelo concrete the ceiling kanyo when you were very special grade that area is dead, it is no longer playing in the system in the ecosystem ngom don't peke manyo ka watie with maybe 6 by 4 make kero ginodong ye kero concrete ye and we have like maybe 20,000 graves much advanced in that nature. Compounding again, we have actually covered a square land, mano one district, me Uganda, don't tear out of use for any natural purpose. Manjut, in the long run, it will affect us. What is the problem? Mr. Documenting, kid madano talk, we put in right written form or in any soft form, we avoid this odd thing, mano don't team affecting more. Because at the end of the day, kadano to it should become part of the soil. That is what it has been happening before. No, that is where we go wrong. That's where we go wrong. Bible is very clear. And then, even in fact, karma watika kwano lokom oil law, iwajini karwa mo and maki iwajini kwenyo ki tengo again. It is coming from fossil nyo jemu tochon, chalo dano tochon, le tochon, and it does eat those regenerating. That's where we are getting things like oil. There is a research to that effect. You can actually Google and find out. So, what is happening in the park? The whole thing continues like that. If everybody who is alive, look at the population of the Chinese. Otherwise, Chinese, it can be earthquake in the whole world. If they can just make it one day, at 9 o'clock in the morning, one you were the whole world will feel there is an earthquake. When you got John when you check again the concrete place, can go to concrete place, we shall cover all the soil. My concern is there should be a deliberate policy where and then we continue living like that. For purpose of protecting environments. And one wing what lobo, one thing team concrete wing, we are going to cover the huts. Development what you bring the wing is we are now denying that area from playing the natural you know you wing grofa tile tier and yet the soil tier is a magnetic kind of thing. It's the hut. You know what you are massive. Hard thing, sometimes moving barefoot on the soil, it has scientific benefit. So how do we covering everything with tile and the rest? Where are we going to get the earth? The earth is a living thing. Yes.
Me kono wagiro kwere atirane lokum kaber murumowa ya ilok mamigi ilok ay kok mateka dai kom parliament. Bien kay neno pen check me lo Uganda article mi ario ke piara ngwen wi abich atirane miyo twer ke parliament me katiki yo makiromo gwa ko kwere kaber murumowa ya ineno wachik parliament pegitika timo gimo pegiti timo mopore.
They are trying, and there are laws in place. There could be problem in implementation, and also, now, for example, the bush burning, the prohibition of bush burning. There are laws, but these are all breaking the laws. You should obtain a permission from a public officer. You know, sub-county ship, your parish ship, your betting age, when the grass matuni, lum matwini, it shake me Uganda, give me the luminical tree, cow take kill, mamokana chow tree, terre, anyway, rochi bene, no tieni lumo take kill, chow to, and it become moist. I tell you what, twini. That's how the environment should be. So, Parliament, according to that article 245, about protection and then creating environmental awareness. But a lot need to be done. Kitich matek nani wagwao kabermurumwa nekapeke gwamabe kuberino plastic kulu ma watika watene plastic and charo mineral water bottle why nika ilubu ngio my following research why that plastic alone romri about 100 years we could decomposing or docking up now kawatiki several of that plastic kana pi moli kwirga yini woro in urban areas kamukan ma swampi tiene. You know, these plastics are now becoming everywhere and kitika kelugi ni ruduju they are killing they are nekungom. Those are area of concern. What law do we have? Kavera kavera matiki micron at a certain level of micron no why don't be banning even the production banning the use and the sale of it, but are we enforcing it? Parliament could be doing enough, But there is a lot that needs to be done because my party to check in black letter in the book. We need to breathe life. Me check in the letter into action down. Then we shall have a better world to live.
Kakare foi matek la dit diji mimi uchewa ni kila Lakwed TV foi bana jomano gitika follow gitika lopowa tirane online ya meno kila Lakwed TV ya dano ma pol gitika chwalo text messages ma megi mukene tika duwa foch ya chalo dano ma kilwani mono jara wachi mono palaring mota diji mateka dada ya ke tamma tika katekwere kadong la mienwa ma kilwani mono ariet akikanya goga wachi mono tika lopowa bene ni waki Lakwed TV ya dano ma kilwani nyer Francis akumbere tika lopowa dak bene tika nano Lakwed TV ya meno ki USA foi mateka dada kidong bene dano makilwani mono odong Emmanuel wa chimunity Canada ladit deje ukelo lok maper tega da madak lokum chupa man pap and magiti ukwede ne edwe mo karo adul makilwani mono sit international magiti botway gulo go katge kwet ma kwete eni nyur ni mono gulu sit alone edwe achiel leken sit mi gulo producing tan me chupa marom tan sa bor tika neno ne machupa ni en ka peke gwa mabe bero peko madira dada ilokum ka ber murumuwa la dit diji weka duk bori kono wachero akadolo ne imwaka mukaro dulmi UBOS Uganda Bureau of Statistics guka tiki kwet maino ni mone ken kake piara bich wi abich matilo bu Uganda kera chuli ene dong lu chan loyo achule e dong lu chan loyo ki percent piara bichel wi aboro wa jong loyo wa nen bot jirani wachale wachi mono ilao sabrejon 80% pangom mati lao ti aro pi ke keno balo ati aro ento ke neno ngom mabot ka eni e kar mo kar ngeji ke kat ke kwet ni mono ngom mati noya district ke ken romo peta nyole mi Uganda pe maka e maroma beach mano dano chamo ko diko de chen otieno ya loka ngoma in igamo ilokum ngom la DJ
Me achiel statistic pa UBOS and receiving kenyero madit madapia ne me achiel kenen konka iwayo wa Karamoja is doing better than that 68% ne watike pao and I've responded not for the first time in Israel percentage my wajo laziness percentage then I would accept that is laziness percentage chan ramo mako landlord machala chole magitiki jo kana tiki ngom gibe penye kana jogo jikie now a whole landlord that statement alone landlord how can a landlord be poor ngoma wati yene bene iramo shamo fomo iramo shamo botunda echere konye lumbere pudo gina shama that is to begin with now with all that well a landlord matwerne lonyo ne ake borruba sawa ni takoda shan kirikito nini this is something we should not take it lightly a landlord to the level me actually ma take fertile land dokti ngoma dit ngoma ke lone customary land pat kikuru land and ma jomo kana tie the land tenant system me Uganda tie ba pat eto meg one is customary ngoma wan wano ke bot kwarewa omier wati kere yo mabe omier wat kwan lonyo ki ye use factory war kwan lonyo mo wati atie ki ye owe kom ngoma dong pene kwayo wati ki ngoma ko meno si dong wacha ko belo chane ni this is laughable kila ngera chela omier nani ngoma wati kene pe ko dok me dok chos misan ko ber pe ko wati kere ka ibera ngi ne gene dong ne tal wakati wa ni wati lu chan loyo ni miri me chatu ngomo dong bot jo magen dong e valo pa ngom loyo wa wano weng udo la mal madong jo kere tamne ka char ngom wilo motoka icher chak timu ko chak bang orai town jo kere tamne ka char ngomo ebe wilo boda isako tinu chene ne edo ki nge boda ko no accident nyo toka ko no accident ngom mado miri dok ye pere ten lokane ngom mamewa me acholi ngom kwaro mapesiana yeke wilo kwere wapo wilo no which are beriye and there's no more land madoke be no even internationally there's no land by founding so ngom mo wati kene tuam lonyo mo maka wati yugere ki yo mabe se lok me chan mon meti wajne ki tige chwa geda manono so lok report pa UBOS ni an panane that should be taken in chan ato mir wa taking ni laziness percentage ma me wa 68 geno mir wati kere ene me kwanyo lejne za chak tich ki ngom ni yo mabe pene ngom ni I kom kar dano tie ki yo mi nong chene ro mo ber men just kwa kopego ken ka yin tie ki ngom matilas I pur gwana mai gwa kopego you're a millionaire
la di jameta dugbore tian lok ma weko adano charo ngom ya chole mukene winya malera da ni mono ngarmo ni tika mero charo ngom piane mero gor liel pa wonne kidong bene mukene gitung chiel bene waje ni mono e mero charo ngom weke chul akwan paloteno ne kwe tem sharing kwetwa won mono kwano ning pien kan ni mono ke charo ngom me chulo kwan chika diri ma inde kwan bini beringo pien ngom nong tibon ngeto kene
me achiel lok me chat ngom ni charo ngom me go yel ene la dit mo na magiti agor liel ne tiene lo gada be ko ne la dit kete wo no budong ngete ne bun mo mangete ne buye bu wili yeko no be kwa ne liel pe yu ba chat ngom no dirwa mo to chone ke lo ngom pe dwak to bor ki ngom ma ki cha ko lok me chare do no lo dir ne pe mi achiel lo ma ko lo kom chat ngom mi ko wan yang mabe ene wa ni ngato mo ne charo gi no mo ne gina ke char na irwede in all the sale gin my charo is ownership Mono. You don't sell possession. We are in possession in Kwaro. We are just possessing it. We don't have ownership. Why do you sell what? You are just a caretaker and administrator should pass it on. So Ichako Charani when you don't have ownership. I am on my Kati Kasubarilan Mamegwa. I am only in ownership. I mean in possession. I'm not in ownership. So Kai pay ownership. There is that doctrine in the law, Makilone, name of that rule. You cannot sell what you don't have ownership. Anka mi si mamega nini maga si char si meni no char mada because you are in possession of my phone but you are not in ownership. What you sell is ownership. Ngom me ye kwar me ngom me ye chul madanta kere char ni ruere mo miero chata dong peke. An ruere mo miero ko bet kuti kwere ne ki wani ngom kwaro ti ngom pa kware dong peke. Ketika gwak wan jo ti gwak pene kwai ne kwai be pia ke loko ke megi. I always repeat this. Man, you to the people who are alive on this land, they are not there. The grandparents, they are already dead. The grandchildren, their matter has not been negotiated with. Then look, if they are to sell, they should be resurrected. They are the owners. So one motive bearing on let us reduce on that appetite. Look, me chatungom, my in pay the only option, my don query, Maquere, Fuching, Kiddy Wo. Team gino mo ken ye we kwan maka migi ni chet kere ngom we ko dong that is the fixed capital pick ngato mo ken bokwo ite kaga ne ite kal kwar ne ana yo bo dong ruen ngom ne eto ke waje chare you have gone lost no ruenyo no bar mielo lok me kwan first of all kai neno kwan ngom kan mi achiel ero mutia ko kwan jo ken tim wang digiri gyo ben faida ne pepe now kai indi charo ngom mo then now the landlord selling off the land you are going to rent. Kong mi chako yenyo teach, mitim ngodi bir pengo pedi chere kwan, ilwen ti ngom. In fact, lo nyaweng ti kong ngom ni, kaya ti yu ngom ni yu mabe. Then you can actually get fees out of it. Then lo kane kaya mero teaching ngom yu mabe, start rearing pig on that land. Kaya ti rearing pig, you can even go roasting that pork. We no school fees ki ye eto ka appetite mo nyo kwele mo we charo ngom ne yere dong ichere chole gang kwan ingeti ko pepper ne ra pepper ne pepe bi nyo we msa kutichie no ngom do chero so lo ka ngom ki wek lo ka ngom wek yelo ngom bet peke in fact isa mo kene ka dong mir chat ngom ay ya di chere kwan ba si dong ti e cha ko dong tij matera ye pegos ena we ko down chere gang kwan e ti wen kwan we ki non ko mo be ke lo nyo mo we bet ma be si sa mo kene e rom ti don ke ngom ne we dey taking a shortcut mi chere lo nya direct ti ga de kwano ke nge nyo kere ka pe kwano because at the end of the day we are radicalizing this kind of talk because I am told that dan ma chalo mo kwano matiga employing dan ma duong ngo ngene ber kwan pere but is employing degree holders dan mo ti ko kwan level ma pad master ngo ngene show pe no teach borre. So why don't you become the Mokwano on your own land? Pen kadi charongom en mi maro bando mi no ba kay lubu lokom switch pen your genesis you know ni switch ngom do tumo gena wan no wadon kere ane we are now sweno dano makwo ne paloreng is not the landlord we have made you the lord of the land, but the real lord mo chwe ngom dong there is no expansion.
Gino kene ma miti mono kenen atiki ngom gwari ekas mapol and I ka param dong ngom mi anune I cannot develop pe ba ramo geto at mo ti yo mo ma ngara chele ramo weko ngom mi anune gwari ge pa the better way manoke ramo tit ki ngom mi anune at the moment kun mana no chiling weko lo to diri maja a developing nyo ayop ge mo ngom mi anune yo mo tie ma waramo konye ki lwake pian chiling pereba.
Okay, that's a good point. And the penny my penny one leading question. Leading question tell lokane companion ni answer be dong tie ye. Leasing my rone pang on any. Irong mi one kay tiki las ekas when then yinba my mer funi arong mi area ni pe makamaro mario dere ti kwere king weko beda lengi church ba. Weko bed malengi church, you put it clear in writing. Dok be no yeu berti e ki dogola weng ne ami ngoma leasing bot la dit enene pe maka bis king maka bis ka meta ne renewing, then I will renew ka pe meta ne renewing dong weng ngom dong no isyo yo kama leng mabe no ngata tir ka tije ne ka nge ne be perro gwana se gwana obori kar maka bicho se dong peket gwana because no they breaching leasing here. Eto mier bet clearly in the writing kay ne ko be cases mi ngom matika muja chalo bomi ya choli iwin yam ngere kwarna economy ngom kene ngere kono joan yam bina no ngere geno ngere kono ngamo na yam mi ngom kan ku be no ngere geno iwajo be ne ki mi no ba because ngom ma ke mia part ke ngom ma ke leasing out area ne we can venture me karna ki chot ni pa ngom ne pe karma ko roman we gin non capital ni we taking up eto mi chero ka chato ne. That is permanent. Kangato wilongama wila, that person in law is supposed to enjoy a quiet peace. Pomiriel. There is what they call non-divisibility of title. Kadongara tiki title. And title is conclusive evidence of ownership. Mengom mokiken. So, kati lease, we beti church. Manuti clear. Karga diri maja komu beru peke. Joane no giti kere kama leng. Yam kimi yongom, pe makama koman maano tumo. Doa weke. Documentation should be very clear.
Foi mateka dada ya furitika metike neno Lakwed TV ameta for producer mamekwa ya diben matika weko yo mantika nen live manuki Lakwed TV for jo matika lopo wakido mawako kidong in maneti botwa Uganda ka ene la dit diji wa mete bana ki foi mateka dada pichao mamigi ngeni mono in dana maiti committed itiyu ya longeni duong ento olotoy mine wachawa gin mana meti mono item gutu ne manok la dit diji ene machala chule mono waromo dok ning ikit wa manini chon apian kiti loko kwere lonyo madite ngom umier wa fura ento kumbeteni kudiko chon no dano ti gudi ngar mo dong ti go kari ti mato sakere o meho kudiko chon waromo dok ikit wa manini manini chon kwere wa chawa para chil en wo ma ping foot en ruwa ni no kwere wa dong ti poro gidugu cho kwa cha bangwen kumbete eni achuli cher por chawa dere chawa ngwen no dugo tigang mot enuni wadoke kitwa ning
mapira tek mo mir gitim ena yeni tim ma nyo practice ma yam ki berkati kere shon ma gwok kinano ne dong peti karne but there are practices muken ne ma miro peke wek kurwen ya choli me achel mana wang apola man recommending lok me beri wango kidogola ene ti lok mo ma wan wadon ye achol ma shon don ye ma ino ki dok wangang wang mano tie gwaki gang pakwara chele no gur mon wori weng utieno wanga ki discussing. It was like a parliament. It was like gang ponye magber ki poko ticho. The next day madano chuo no ngara chele tika assignment no miero tim pekit ko en makumberi dong nget man latin man lak emono ti wa video le send ngonge dong lo tika bieno ba dong lo ne kape wagamo ki yo mabe is going to be our last nail on the coffin. Is going to destroy us. Man yote kake mirne jeme ki do me ket lok me teach matek. Kichak duako respect of the societal setting, community. Mano dano beri wang dano lobu sik raising nyo ken ma wek latien mon ko don kere area mone ono teach padano weng me community ne. Kai no in latien ma teach me lak utiana tata yelo dano ma perwate. Disciplinary measure muku katie kimiyo in the community pedok mirne yin ko be latien kanga nyanga ma wore ngong ino ite tim mo ma popore ki mwakani itie komiki kanyu It was a collective responsibility. So wang beru gango mapire tek me fonye ma poko teach ma kela ngara chiel cho kana guok tika gwenye
kakare o foi mateka da duguni ya ke kwena machato wile anone ya la dit biji wa dug bori ko no wachero ka dolo ne kwere no tikelo lok ma pere tek atira ne lok metit matek a chulo mier do ka kit gi manene chon madano fuk chon mechere poro kumbete ni don ku de ko chon no ngero mo no meo o poro bene tengudi ba won ngero mo eno poro anone wa ko na chulo ne ning watima chulo ne ning machalo lo tela beri wachi mor poti ka timo moromo
awajo ne lok me mete ki lok me ripe ma ke woro idogola me gang ki chamo kene umiero kutiano weng dano kubeti wango ki go plan ka siel kinen lok me dok tich matek la ba tich matek ria musano bungai wa and level me mato ko ngono miero ko controlling pen kit ko ma kiti amar dong perwate ko ma yametero ki gang dok ko ma yametero ki gang e bene availability kisha capacity ne ono bene konyo regulating kita miero dano ben mo ma ekwere eto kubedi dong ko mo tie ma dong tie ever ready donyo mer ki senta mo ken kita ki parking kere ngat mone tama ne awena mo miera bet shopa kat miete bene cha mo ken kaune ne wiye tika tinga ma ngetia donyo kome bere mero ijale wek dong beti watiki category ka dar ma dong ejal ne eni dong la mero nying tije dong peke en ben dong endo no kwanye dong dok me responsibility mo ken me ke peko magang ngo gi dong kaka no ye dong wa en la mero ko kwanye ngo dong itenyo eto no ti chamu gen jo ayelo dano eno manyoro mer ke dwok system ma kauno ni kon cultural institution mo ati kwergi ne gitiyo kwergi yo mabe religious institution mo ati kwergi ne tiyo kwergi yo mabe the whole community to stand up together mina nene ki promoting attitudes toward work pen ngom tie and that is our biggest richness from God ba yo mi lo nene ka ke tiyo kwergi yo mabe achuli yam wa ne wa lon ki gangwa loki chanda wa kwene mer ma mer bene pedon ko ma gitero ki gang ko mo ba dong tie inone joge marne mo no chwe ki wiye tiene dong tieno wa bokata ko ka chwe ko ne dong pe ko me yot kom kirebe dong peniai tika to mera dong silent death ena emir ngi let us wake up in that area jomo kana tiki kwar to twane je madonyo ki dogi jal kone ena mo kwar ne ko ma pengi kira ki mixing kere ko mo tie no ngi lo ne ka deng chi deng ya chwe ka nga wanye ka wa ne ka deng chi deng ka to si to i ja ma to kit gina kire no yin witi yo kai kwar kom dego tinga mo bukka kere ti ko mo kana ma yame tera maka bene ngene ganga ngere ka dong la wo tero dong man da kwa sabita bino sabita ne wenga yiti ko no iti soba that means you are productive to the community ko mo me cha ko marne kin gang mano dano tie America mato ko gam ke senda ko ne gam kwene ngo be penge ka na age ye kelo mer ke jer ka na don si ke tini mia bi watiki to so eno mer ke lokay wa dokati ya ye matek pen ma pia lo kom well ma dit nyo limi jaba food security go cha ke security mi yi ko ngom yor beto seto kape ko meno we are in problem
la dit di ci ko no wa gero kwere ke chero kumbeteni I advut ma pat o nyoy cher nyim kot ibino ne mon pasien maromo piera biro pa joma gitweyo gi I orokol ma papare pasien piera biro pa ko ma pat ma tin nyim a police yanu tie madori lokum ngom mai no ni omego gomego ene gitika tele lokum ngom unyo omego gila mego mano dugo gang gitika tele lokum ngom mateka da wakonyo dano ne ning lutino pangera chel no gitika lwen pe ngom me ka peru peng mitit ki ngom me anone we ko to ginong gi mo machalo we dogola ni anone wakonyo gene ning
me achiel ka no twere which I believe is also possible kong dong ki jok lok me chato ngom chato ngom lo mugo ma ke donye ne ngom tiek ye merne ka no ti center that one become plots mano ki charo ye an lar ngom ke lokum lwenye ngom matika balo ken werni ka ini winyo pe ki lar ne lok me fu ki lar ne pen la wil tie mero wil ne unyo ti lar pen gato mo mero kwanyu bure mo no mero chato sigiro te kelo lokom lwen lokom neke lokom da lokama ko lokom ngom permit kere ento me chat ne manyo ka wa mero solving that problem me wa chero locking the area me chat ne oni ne kuru chat ngom mo ma ke charo la ba clear understanding ki joko ka ke joko en si loka ngom buberu yot pen ngom ka ti gara ti ya chole yam chon ni ngeni kare ka gangiti kan si pornit area ma bor kan sia ka nywage nyo sia ko la yat ngo gini ka bien a pe ne ke mia fula kan pe ke kwer pe ngeni ngom mo ma yibi tiu ke lori me chero kere opeke manyo bi fur gena yemi ke mini ka komi ye fu kan kwan cha me chere ngom dong kan eto wa ko dong ti ka lar lo kom ngom ti lwenye ti ne ke yene pe ndong e mero kelo sia ne ye en le mai dong ubiro me kwan ngom ma twal kana lwen ti ye ken kere wa ni ke se dong e koti ka e chere ne tap the underlying problem gina ti te kapet ki kanyo tie la mirimo tie ka meto charne mo ma wa tuolo meto chato e wela tek ti chere non ka kwone ka mukene chara eti ka kelo pa lo kom ngom manyo ka watia ko lok me chato ne pe ke ye atata no watia ko lok ni obene ya
fo la det di lok ma mi agi ke gwaxe bora chole ma chalo kaka
ma pere tek ma chala chole wa we ko lok me nyako bet pe wa mare unu wa repe unu wa neno wan ki ken wa chala wana chiel wa mare o ki dano wen mati Uganda ki dano wen ati wilo eto wa bedo ki riako mengeno kana limit me mare no jikie wek pe wabedo ki chawa wen inone lweny mati komwa ke kenwa lweny ti matek pingo wilo bani ket maro ba yub kere miro ne wan duju miro wabeti yake yom chwiny ka twere wabedo ma watiki nyero chawa wen men ke wani scientist joma ke kwano loka ma lokom yot kom dano wajini kamir ne miro nye wang piera rio ni na chiel were bet ki yot kom piera tek no miro tim mono kere ka nyer wang piera bich overdose bene peke no doctor better for one eto chaw kene pero wadit ni wamaro lwenyi tien loka pe kelo gino mbotwa kom watek loka lweny ma bene aduki pa lweny ne bene tere peke so most of the time watika lweny itien loka bene penyawo wiwa and kama lweny ti ye mi ada lweny no mior betie peria moshan eto waweko lweny meria moshan no watiki lweny me nongo yo me nekola watwa nyomi kela rem kichwe chwiny bon la watwa that's not the right war the right war should be ni miro lwenyi kom chano dan wengo beti yom ki yom chwiny ka walwenyi kon chan magina chama tie lweny ma urong beru peke e ot bene e kinen ni kin ot la cho ke dako tie ma chan peke yot ni sha we bi no yom chwiny tie nyer tie eto ka chan tie la cho muken chero e mat na dugu mo meo ni dugu chako penye ne mer chamo rio kon po wel chane merio domestic violence sa kila kanyo si wakero ma i kom tich wakero ma mere pe kom ken waga ken wa pena choli yamson ki tor sin ka tich ki tiyo leya kinerne be bero tie ka chel government ko tiki program ma pol maka wakero ma ki ripo chingwa ye waram tich ki ngomo wati kwerni mekelo lonyo ki chingwa pe be ko bekelo lweny ki areme komwa gina pire tek macharo ana chul mer watimo eno wakanyo kong dong chan mo watien pe wa loko chane udok me chato ngamo kar wa charo ngamo wanego gang wo kware wa motone no giti ga loke buni ngom ma yo ana ye in latine ti chat ne en kere chat ngom wel me sili adi adoke me magoba me ngom no beru pepen won ngom ye pe yom ye wan po we ngom wan wati in that position me wati kore wa non kuch ki ye ka ngai wa ki ye wa weke wek jo ma bieno ka mete ki kwo idok gola kanyo idok kaka kanyo gubet kwere yo mabe ana foy
Foi materi in mai tika neno Lakwed TV con no wachero kadolo ne kwere waguru jema pol waguru atira ne lokom kaber murmuwa waguru lokom ngom akona tuwe kwere amero wachini mono cha mokene chunya chwe mapelare beru wachini mono wana watie kum karne watamani chwe dogi kikomwa lutian mokene matika bino ne initamani mono go beru kwene ono kache anke in wa penywiwa kano ni mono ki balo ka ber murumu wa no kweri wani kono pego balo no wan wa bien wa noge mo chi enon la pen ma miete mona mi bot in mai ti wa ko kenyo wa tigi tit mi atima minane wa gwa ko ka ber murumu wa chet chalo wa chi mono gangwa ipalaro kuja ngom ade de ni ngom e ka chel ini chara wel metiling ali mi adere meno gena tiga timme eno den lo roga tiga wilo neba lo rokum betu yi ka giti dilum gitiga timo ngoma no gitimo en lo tino ma kwani en ma ku diko chan no go me one gena dong lu nyut ping ya yerti ka cha mi ato a chule ka pe wa ya bo wangwa pa nge yo keta wo beru kwere e Uganda ne ene genu kene ma mero wachne kon me agiki ene ma doki lo kum ngom pire tek ma pelare ngom ka iti kwere ngata lo ipeke pien dano ene ko ngom kidong bene en chato ngom ma wano wa ete yene la det dije watiki scenario mogo may noni mo lu tiana wo mogo go charo ngom en chilling mo wilo ge pigi ni pigi ke kwalo dak dugu ka tije ngom bod ngato wilo ngom ge bod kene tineno kita let kwere so watiki tij me atima ma pola deda ko no wagiro kwere dikini agi cheng chabet no neno do abije do ma bichel maka ki maka neno ne en very well environment day wa kwero neno ne en ko no waluoro wa neno kita ka ber ma me ko kitno ti kwere neno yo mor ka ber mo chalo wa lo ya joa ya inono kito ye yen kwije kamo kendo dugu chalo wa ba dilo lo ke remu chunya mateka dada nya pala ring foi matek producer ma mega de ben mi Lakwed TV ma ben ti director at the same time mera foi ngo mai tika timo ne mi choko pajo ma chalo wa chuli a fo ben matek la dit DJ mi aki Omoro mi bieno kanywa ko ne kwetwa ene na matin ne mala chiendake wa nywako genu kene matie ma wamete mono wa nywake ene lokum chulo dian pa chuli mai none mono gamente o katane gibe chulo dian ene kumbetene dano chere bang no chiling ali piara bidi ya kan meno mi achel mi ario inoni mono nyinger notie pala ring Steven wot palaro eno bank account kay chero e checking o bokili tumusime Philip mikira dongo manyor no gitika chulo ngato kene eno times mo kene matie e lokum chulo dian fo e matera dada ani aberuka hosting yope ene petin wa wego chunga kan karo robilo wano kech bye bye kaciek ni gue pa dos liang tibu gan kita tahu